Welcome back. Student debt continues to mount for many Americans. So could this be the next bubble to worry about?
Brian Amedei from Hightower Advisors joins us right now to talk about this very important topic. So Brian, I understand the federal government holds over $700 billion worth of student loans. So what implications could that have on the government?
Good morning, Gloria and Thalia. Yeah, it's a lot of money, and it's growing precipitously every day. You know, $700 billion is a lot of money. That's almost as much money as they bailed out for the TARP. So it's real dollars. It doesn't have, you know, they're making a big deal. They're making a mountain out of a molehill right now. Yes, it is mounting because obviously our population is getting bigger. There are more people going to college, but typically 30% of the population graduate from college, so it's not widespread. It's not egregious like everybody doesn't need to go to college, like everybody needs a home like they did in the real estate bubble. So I think there's a lot being made out of a little bit here, but it is something to keep an eye on. The one thing with student loan debt, it's not dischargeable in bankruptcy. So when you graduate and you get your student loans and you have them for the rest of your life, you can't walk away from them. You can't. The mistake a lot of people make is when they get a little older, they refinance their house, and a lot of the people refinance their student debt into their house this last go around. And so when their house got repossessed, there went their student loans with it. I don't think they're going to allow that much anymore. So I don't think it's that big of a problem, but it is something to keep an eye on.
So how should people plan for college and how to deal with debt?
Unless you saved a lot of money. I mean, again, time is your friend with investing, so compounding over the longer term will help you out and kind of ease the burden of the cost of education. I can tell you, I have my third in college right now. My first two that graduated, my oldest daughter graduated about 7 years ago, and it cost me about $29,000 all in to send her to a state school. My son right now is in a state school, and it's costing me almost $46,000. So in just a matter of 7 years, it's gone up that much. So college education is going up much more dramatically than just regular inflation. There's a number of reasons for that. A lot of them are political hotbeds, and I don't want to really talk about them. But there are ways. I mean, back in the day before the internet, there used to be books that were this thick that you could go through and find grants and find free money at. Now you can go on this little thing called the internet. You can find the same thing. I would highly encourage anybody to do that. I mean, if you have blue eyes, brown hair, and you have all these different things, you can qualify for some sort of a grant. The only thing that holds you from getting a grant is if you obviously your parents make too much money. In that case, hopefully they can pay for it out of cash. If not, certainly student loans is a route to go. Scholarships are another way to go too. Another thing that you can try and do that helps out with the funding is 529 accounts. Your parents can open up 529 accounts. They can add to that, and if the student gets a scholarship, that 529 money does not need to be spent on college. It can stay there for the rest of that student's life. Unlike if you put the money in the student's name and he gets a scholarship, the scholarship mandates any money in that student's name must be spent before the scholarship money is received. So there are a lot of different ways, but start out early when your child's entering his junior year. You should be looking for ways to get him to college. And bottom line is, if all those things don't fit, at the end of the day, there is absolutely nothing wrong with sending your child to a local community college for 2 years, getting all of the basics done. It's very, very affordable, and then they can go on and get their final 2 years at a regular school.
Great tips, Brian. Thank you so much for joining us.
You bet. My pleasure.
We have the information for Hightower Advisors on our screen. They're located in Palm Desert, and their website is on the screen as well, hightowerpalmdesert.com. And we'll see you back here next Monday.
Next Monday it is.
All right.